I'm Walter Tharp with Caneland Distilling Company, and this is MyScene TV.
Redo that shot again?
Damn it! Javon, you're fired!
I know.
This week, they have a new name while offering the same amazing products made right here in our own backyard. And I'll give you an up-close look at the magic behind Three Roll Estate. Plus, this is Houston Returns, taking you to one of the best beer bars in the nation, Thistle Draftshop. Then we travel to the Far East to the Foreigner's Bar, the WateringGhost in Korea, as we bring you the latest in all things potable. This is MyScene TV. Exploring libations in the capital city and beyond. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is MyScene TV. Three Roll Estate is the premier rum distillery in the area, but you may remember them as Caneland Distilling Company. They've changed their name, but they're still offering the same great products, all made from Louisiana sugarcane. However, it was quite the journey getting it off the ground, and I spoke with founder Walter Tharp to learn more in part 1.
My name is Walter Tharp. I'm president and founder. Is a single estate bottled spirits company, which means that we own the entire agricultural resource from the planting of the sugarcane to the farming of the sugarcane to the milling and ultimate distilling of the fermentation of the sugar product. We own that entire process, so it's pretty unique in the spirits industry. I went to a wedding of the Zacapa family in Guatemala about 5 years ago. Some of the other sugar mill owners there thought it was kind of odd that I had a sugar mill and didn't produce rum. So with that, it kind of started the wheels in motion of the idea of opening up a distillery. We're located at 760 St. Philip Street, right downtown between the 13th Gate and the Belle of Baton Rouge. And we're a place where you'll come in and hopefully experience a little bit of the spirits, but also the agricultural resource of Louisiana sugarcane industry.
Three Roll Estate was founded as Caneland Distilling Company in 2013. But plans for future global expansion prompted a name change in 2019 as to avoid confusion with the European brand. They offer dark rum, white rum, spiced rum, and even vodka. They also have a cinnamon rum inspired by the capital city. Their products are finished off in cognac vats, giving their drinks a distinct sweet flavor.
Sugar has a special correlation with rum in that most rums are made from molasses. We have molasses-based rums here, but what we also have that's pretty unique is rum agricole. Sometimes you'll see that spelled with an H, which indicates that it's fresh pressed cane juice. Freshest ingredients make the freshest products. We wanted to create an environment where you can come in and sample the spirits and taste a little bit of Louisiana agriculture in your drink. But we also wanted to create an experience where you come in and really get an understanding for Louisiana sugarcane industry and the equipment that was once used. You can come in here and see there's an old cane cart that we have turned into kind of a cabana for seating. We have some old crown wheels in here from the early 1900s that were used to run the mill way back when. And we've got other farming implements that are really unique, and we've even got a sugar bar here. Our bar is made of sugar, so most people think it's sand, but it's actually sugar in that bar. Tour the facility and get a true education on the distillation process, and then afterwards you can enjoy tasting the spirit once you have understanding of the aging process, distillation process, the farming as well. And we hope to encompass that entire process into 1 hour session in which you can really understand what's going on. We can host a private event for you as well in our barrel room and the courtyard, or the bar itself. To schedule a tour, give us a call at 225-615-8044. This is Walter Tharp, and this is MyScene TV.
Yes, it is a two-part story, and there's a certain amount of Louisiana pride in each bottle of their products. And there's even more Louisiana pride when drinking them. I mean, how often do you get to sit down and drink the product while watching more be made 10 feet away? Such is the magic of Three Roll Estate, and I'll take you with me for the sights and the sounds of the mind-blowing process when we return.
Special thanks to The Exchange. Fill your capital city needs for vinyl records, CDs, DVDs, vintage video games, and more. And E. Eric Gerard Injury Lawyers. Take the pain out of your personal injury problems with the E Guarantee.
eGuarantee.com. Get the E Guarantee.
Three Roll Estate is a functioning distillery, but they're also a tasting room, allowing you to sit and drink their products while watching it be made all over again before your very eyes. While filming at Three Roll Estate, previously known as Caneland, I was granted an up-close look at their production process. I was greeted by these massive, century-old cognac vats from Remy Martin in France. Each vat holds roughly 4,000 liters, or 75 barrels of whiskey, each one taking about 3 weeks to fill. I found a large supply of smaller barrels nearby, also Remy Martin, as well as crates of dunder. Now, dunder is a byproduct of the distillation process, rich in minerals from the sugar and molasses that didn't ferment. It's usually repurposed as cattle and pig food, but the LSU Ag Center experimented with dunder as a type of salad dressing. I was told that it tasted pretty good. The fermentation room houses nearly a dozen metal vats where the sugar, molasses, water, and yeast are processed. A nice, earthy smell filled the room in a way impossible for me to fully describe. That brings us to the final phase of the process.
The rums, I mean, we start from the sugarcane juice, molasses, or a run-refined sugar, or a combination or blend of any of those, and bring it over from Alma Sugar Mill across the river. And then we dilute that with water here in-house to proper fermentation to the right sugar levels. And then we add yeast to that. And then we add the yeast, and the yeast start gobbling up the sugar, and the byproducts of that are a little bit of CO2 gases and alcohol. We get that at about roughly 8% on an average, and then we put it in the stills and heat that up and take that away from the water that's in the solution.
After seeing all of this, one thing was for certain. I needed a drink. Their tasting room offers a rotating selection of cocktails, and even daiquiris, made with fresh ingredients, including mint, true to their Cuban roots. That was an amazing experience. The rum at Three Roll Estate is made from molasses, so if only you can experience the smell that fills the air. Well, actually you can, because you can book tours and events at their website, 3roll.com. That's 3-roll.com. I promise you won't regret it. Special thanks to Walter Tharp and his team for having me. And next we visit the Houston area to see a game-changing, woman-owned beer bar. It's Mary Thorne's Thistle Draftshop. Coming up.
This is Tim with Tim's Computers. Been in business for 16 years, been doing computers for over 30 years. We sell new computers, we sell new laptops, customized systems, used computers, used desktops and laptops. We remove viruses and spyware, we do data transfers, we pretty much do everything through a computer. We do data recovery. We also make house calls and do small businesses for wireless network, file and printer sharing. Tim's Computers, your computer's best friend.
Mary Thorne is a game changer in her own right, helming a one-of-a-kind beer bar, retail store, and restaurant north of Houston. Thistle Draftshop opened in 2017 to much fanfare, and it's gone on to exceed the hype, being ranked as the best beer bar in the state of Texas, one of the 50 best in the nation by craftbeer.com. And I got to see it all for myself in 2018 in this special segment. They're a unique concept merging the style of the city with the neighborhood feel of the suburbs as a craft beer bar, market, and gastropub. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is Thistle Draftshop.
I'm Mary Thorne with Thistle Draftshop. Thistle Draftshop is a craft beer bar, restaurant, and bottle shop. It was never a big plan. It was something that just kind of happened. Working for a big brewery here in Houston, needed to do something a little bit different, so decided I wanted to stay in the craft beer industry, and this idea just kind of popped in my head. We're on 2920, FM 2920. We are east of Kirkendall, east of Gosling, right in between Rhodes Road and Gosling on the north side of the street. We have two great big garage doors out front. This was an automotive shop at one time that we got the opportunity to kind of create something new and unique. Latching onto this building was something that just resonated with me when I found this building, and it was pretty much a blank canvas, but what it did have is four great big bay doors that, you know, the weather here, when it's awesome, it's awesome. We open up those doors and we have this beautiful wind tunnel that comes through here, and it's like an indoor ice house. Yeah, it's really, really awesome, and the sun shines through here, and it changes the mood of everybody. It's just an awesome opportunity when we get to open the doors.
You hear the term craft beer thrown around a lot, but what exactly is craft beer?
Craft beer is identified by being an independent brewer. So some examples of that we have in town would be 11 Below, Back Pew, Southern Star, St. Arnold.
Independent brands that aren't owned by a major distributor run as a small business with a little more creativity in their product.
Some of them are like mistakes. So 11 Below has what they call a big mistake. They brewed a beer, it wasn't going the direction that they thought it would be, and then it turned out to be like the best beer that they've ever made.
Sort of like White Zinfandel, my favorite wine. It was created by Sutter Home in 1975 on accident because the sugar hadn't fully converted into alcohol. But I never knew that the Houston area had so many breweries.
11 Below, Back Pew, Southern Star, B52 is a really good one, Spindle Tap, Holler Brewing, Buffalo Bayou. I mean, the list goes on. And then you got some new ones that are popping up. We've got one that opened up really close to here called Southern Yankee, and then another one up just getting ready to open up just down the street. It's called Fortress. The list goes on, and there's always new breweries opening up all the time. Basically, we sell beer. We also sell ciders, meads, wines, and sodas. A mead is a honey wine, so they start with the base of honey, yes, and they ferment it. Now sometimes they add other products to it to make it like an orange blossom or something like that. And it's a sweeter, generally a little bit heavier, but definitely pick up the honey notes in it when you drink a mead.
And now, the food.
First of all, I've got a fabulous chef, Ernesto Villarreal. He's come to the table, he's come to the kitchen with just this creativity and this artist mind in food. I never really saw it before, but when you look at an artist and they're creating these things on a canvas that are just, coming out of their mind, and they're just this beautiful picture on canvas, he's able to do the same thing with food.
I started out fresh out of culinary school, was a fine dining restaurant.
Under the mentorship of Chef Ryan Pera, Villarreal spent more than 10 years at the Grove at Discovery Green, working his way up to executive sous chef.
Towards the end of my stay at the Grove, it was at a point where I was ready to make a move. I reached out to a couple chef friends of mine and I said, who do you know right now that's looking for chefs? And a gentleman named Felix said, hey, I know this lady named Mary, she's looking for a chef up in Spring. Mary and I met, and we both kind of knew that it was a fit. With what people expect now when they come in is a lot of that creativeness, and they expect something different every time. When you come to our steak nights, we use a different cut of meat every Wednesday. We try to stay seasonal. Like today, for instance, it's really cold out, so we did this barley soup. I'm really seeing a lot of guests keep coming back because they enjoy that aspect. The food complements the beer complements the food. We always got something new coming up, and that's what I love about this place. It's never the same. It's never the same.
Thistle Draftshop can host any and every kind of event, but in-house, they host a monthly series called Tap Talks.
The series is designed to solicit conversation. Last month was about opioids, and then tonight is your brain on trauma. We have trivia nights every Tuesday, and we just hosted a beer festival last month, which we had 36 breweries out here. It's all about networking, from the breweries to the distributors to the consumers. There's just really great things about beer that's in the market, so I'd love to showcase them.
While you're at it, why not grab a read in the lounge area when you can learn about the various kinds of brews and the processes involved?
We have a very unique bar in the center of the room. It's a racetrack style bar. Open design, open floor plan. Let's see what's going on, and that goes for the kitchen as well. It's awesome to be able to see from front to back, side to side. You get to meet new people that way, and community. It's all about bringing community together. Come to my house, enjoy, and have fun. We have social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We also have a generic email, which is talktous@thistledraftshop.com. Of course, our telephone number is 832-823-0194. And of course, I'm Mary Thorne at thistledraftshop.com. I'm Mary Thorne, and this is Houston.
Mary and her team have an unmatched passion for what they do, as such higher rankings don't come easily. Best beer bar in the state of Texas, one of the best in the nation. Thistle Draftshop is definitely worth checking out the next time you're in the Houston area, with 60 craft beers on tap, many of them from South Louisiana, and a beautiful food selection. There's a lot for everybody, so that's thistledraftshop.com. Next, we close the show with brews and cocktails from Korea with Jude Falcon at WateringGhost. That's next, but in the meantime, I encourage you to follow us across our litany of social media sites. This is MyScene TV.
This is Deshay Laveau with MyScene TV. We cover your entertainment news here, there, and everywhere. But MyScene TV was born right here in Louisiana. So if you're looking for world-class fun with a little Southern charm, it's time to visit Louisiana.
WateringGhost calls itself the foreigner bar of Daejeon, South Korea, due to their drink selection and live music and prices that'll reel any tourist in. Now, Jude Falcon sat down with Jonathan, the owner and man of one name, to learn more about their global appeal in this classic segment.
back to MyScene TV. Right now we're going to sit down with Jonathan, the owner of the Watering Ghost Bar in Daejeon, South Korea, and he's going to tell you all about the amazing things that you can get right here on the peninsula. Welcome back to MyScene TV. Jude Falcon. I'm with Jonathan, the owner, proprietor, CEO, and mastermind behind Watering Ghost. How are you, sir?
Absolutely fantastic. Your excellent introduction there. I'll do what I can. Gotta make him look great. He is the guest.
I'm just the host. So Jonathan, Watering Ghost, right?
Yes.
It sounds cool. It sounds mystical. So enlighten me. Tell me all about why it's called Watering Ghost.
Right. Well, Watering Ghost is my nickname, and the Korean version of the Watering Ghost is the beautiful girl sitting in the river. She beckons to you, come deeper into the river. So you think, hey, she's pretty hot. I think I will. So you walk a little further. Now you're waist deep in the river. And then she says, no, come on a little more. Now you're neck deep in the river, and then you're over. It's the end. When you're drinking with your buddies and they say, come on, just one more drink. Come on, one more glass of soju. You too are a Watering Ghost.
Yeah.
So that's why it's my nickname. So come on, just one more drink.
So Jonathan, you've been in Korea for a while?
I've been in Korea for a while. I've been here 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah,
so
that happened.
What prompted you opening this really swanky establishment?
Swanky? Well, I've never been called swanky in my life.
Well, today you have.
Thank you very much. So what? Okay, you know, when you go downtown, it just doesn't feel loved anywhere. And I would say that the number one thing, this is kind of more of a hobby than a business, which doesn't make my wife happy, but that's the way it has to be. If you run it like a hobby, you have fun at it, people come and everybody has a good time.
Oh, cool. So let's talk about drinks. So I saw your drink menu. Yeah. So it looks like you've got kind of two versions of what you offer. One is done by the bartender Red, right? Nice Korean, he's very fanciful and does really cool things with his cocktails. And sorry, but yours interests me more. So you can tell the people at home all about the drinks and why there are two versions of that.
Absolutely. You know, we have normal cocktails. I'll just pop out the menu here. We have normal cocktails. These are really good cocktails made really professionally by a very good bartender, Red. He adds fruit, he mixes it, and it takes a long time to make, and they're very delicious. I make cocktails because I'm not really much of a bartender. I just am a party bartender. So my cocktails all come in these really nice big mugs, 500 cc's. They're kind of a triple for the price of a single. How is that possible, you ask, right? Well, for example, if Red made you a cocktail, he might use some really good quality alcohol, nice gin and something expensive. If you have one of Jonathan's gin and tonics, you get, you know, whatever was on sale from the distributor.
So Jonathan, we're going to put your address and Facebook stuff somewhere on this screen that the folks at home can see. And if you're in Daejeon and you need a great, cool spot to have a drink, how would we find you?
All right, the best way to come here is to go to Time World in Tunsan-do. Time World, everybody knows Time World. If you come there, we're right across the street in a little area where all the bars are. I'm not sure the best way to get here. Once you're here, you can ask for Watering Ghost. You can look for our sign, probably a map that you put on maps. That'll be best.
That'd be great.
I think maybe another easier way, there's a popular place called Sponge, and we're right across the street from it.
That would be easy.
That'd be a good way to get
That's
here.
a good way to get here. Thanks, Jonathan.
Right on. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
After this, now it's time to have a drink, right?
Yeah.
That was Jude Falcon with Jonathan, just Jonathan, at Watering Ghost Bar in Daejeon, South Korea. And to learn more, like them on Facebook at one word, Watering Ghost. But now it's time to grab your phones, grab your MacBooks, grab your TVs, because it is social media time. That's right, you can check us out at MySceneTV.com, our social media hub on Facebook, pictures in and around the Baton Rouge area on Instagram, full episodes and these stories on YouTube. And we also have a Twitter and a MySpace floating around somewhere out there. So you definitely want to check those out. Until next time, as we bring more of the latest food, music, and fun that every last one of you want to know about, don't lie. I'm Javon Hamilton, and this is MyScene TV.